Hi, it's Bryson here. Just relaxing in the sun in Millennium Park in Chicago. And I just wanted to speak briefly a little bit about just a little bit more about my spiritual journey. And if you're listening to this video, you probably are also going through a very powerful spiritual journey right now. And what I want to talk about is what we in the Western world commonly refer to as salvation. You know, in the East, it can be referred to as Wu Wei, you know, in Taoism, enlightenment, whatever you want to call it. But what this experience that we are trying to identify and trying to define can be best described as is a moment in which you begin to just trust. And you begin to just know that there is a plan for your life, that God has a plan for you, the universe, whatever word you want to use, it doesn't really matter. And you begin to realize that all of the things you've gone through, even the things that you in your mind, your egoic identity has said are bad, that all of these things are happening for a reason, and that they are all a part of your growth, you know, to the next level. And not only are they a part of your growth, but these things that you think are a problem ultimately become non-issues that you don't even think about, you know, whereas, you know, in the moment you may have just thought it was the end of the world, but then you realize, well, I've attained salvation, so no matter what happens in my life, there's always a solution, there's always a way out. I want to talk briefly about a recent incident that happened to me. So a couple of weeks ago, on a weekend, like a little more than 2 weeks ago, I had a flat tire. Now, there was a time in my life in which getting a flat tire would have just absolutely turned my, you know, day upside down. That weekend I'd had a wonderful weekend of hanging out with friends, picnicking, and then this flat tire happens. And in the past, before I attained salvation, enlightenment, Wu Wei, whatever you want to call it, I would have really just let that ruin my weekend. You know, the fact that I had to come out of, you know, pocket, I had to deal with the inconvenience of getting into the tire place. But I decided in this moment, I was going to move forth with grace. And not only was I in no way, shape, or form upset, and was I very calm about the experience and just not really making a big deal out of it, because at the end of the day, a flat tire is a minor bump in the road. Pun intended, because I know sometimes bumps in the road can cause a flat tire. And maybe that is what caused my tire to be flat. I don't know. But not only did I move forth with grace and not allow it to bother me, when I went to the repair shop, I was very gracious to the workers there. I gave them a huge tip with a smile on my face, and went on about my business and just didn't worry about the money that I lost. And then sure enough, I've now made that money back several times over. I have a number of investments in various things. And one of my investments, which is Ethereum Classic, as well as Ethereum, which are two, you know, cryptocurrencies, blockchain technologies, have just been exploding recently. Now, when I last checked, Ethereum Classic was like $106. I think it even hit like close to $150 at some point today. And I bought it at $6.42. So understand that I bought it when it was really low. And now, you know, it's blowing up. And because of how it is blown up, I more than made my money back. And as you attain salvation, Wu Wei, enlightenment, you will eventually reach a point where you will just say to yourself that it is completely ridiculous that you even worry about anything, because you begin to see the connectivity between these things. You begin to realize that these are just tests. These are spiritual tests. The universe has got your back. If you are listening to this video, the universe has got your back. And you need to realize that God has chosen you to see this video today. Regardless of how many people, you know, who you are and how many people view this video, it doesn't matter. The people who are meant to see this video are going to see this video. And so I just wanted to, oh, there's a cardinal right there. Wow. Cardinal right there on that tree. Absolutely beautiful. But as you go through your your process, you will just realize the cardinal rules of life, and you'll attain liberation. So I hope this helped you out today. You have a wonderful day. God bless you.